to my channel. Welcome to my crazy life. I've used the ketogenic journey to lose weight over 200 pounds. My lowest was 157.8 and we will be back there one day. I am sure of it. Since getting the C word, I gained a lot of weight. I got to like above 213. Anyways, that being said, I know one of y'all hate when I say that. I've said it my whole life and I keep forgetting not to say it. Yes, my head was shaking. I have some kind of weird thing that happened November 2019 that they don't know why, and it shakes a lot. Some days are really bad, some days there's just a little shake here or there. I have been stuck for months and months at 183.4. And I got really excited because the other day I got down to 181. But this morning I was back to 183.4. Which, you know what that means? I was stuck here for a very long time once before during my journey. It is my set point. It is my weight set point that my body wants to be. It doesn't matter how little or how much I eat. I stay right around this number right now. As long as I stay keto or keto-4, whatever you want to call it, I completely just stay right here. This is where my body wants to be. If I had never gotten smaller and didn't know what my face looked like when I was smaller, know how I felt, how I looked so great in those size 7 jeans, then I'd probably be very, very satisfied and just stay here for the rest of my life. So this video is going to have the 30th and the 31st, or the 31st, 30th, because I don't think September has 31 days, duh. So it's going to have yesterday and today all in one, because we're going to discuss in this video, will I be doing the BBBE challenge in October, like Wendy and Harry from Living and Keto's channel, or will I not be doing it? It is all here. I look rough in the video because I discussed it yesterday's video. I look absolutely rough. I woke up with a horrible migraine, my sinuses. I was so sick from that storm, and I woke up that way this morning, but I had ibuprofen. I've taken ibuprofen at least 3 days in a row now. So my knee pain that I'm going to tell you about in the video is perfectly fine today because this girl's been taking her ibuprofen and that pain is gone. So is the headache. Haven't eaten anything today. I think I tell you this in yesterday's video because I put too many videos together at once and I kind of messed up the order. So yesterday you probably heard me say I didn't eat anything today, which is the first. I don't know because I really messed up making the videos, and I'm not re-uploading again because it took me forever to upload that video. But it is now 10 o'clock at night and all I've had is one collagen coffee today and a tiny little fat bomb. The chocolate toffee, which I know I told you in yesterday's video, and I could totally take some of those parts and just run. You just get to hear it all over again. So yeah, I'm not gonna say that again, which to me, I don't know how to even go on without saying that. And that being said, like seriously, I don't know how to go to the next part. I've been saying it since I was a little girl. That's how I segue into a different area. I don't even know how to segue not saying that. Anyhow, whatever. I'm gonna go ahead and let you watch those videos, and when I eat today, if I do, I am having my Premier Protein ice cream thing that I make. I have a video telling how I make it and stuff. I am gonna have that for dinner. It's been melting on the counter. I let it melt for like an hour, so I only have to run it through the machine once, and it doesn't make a horrible noise. Otherwise, even when I add water, I have to run it through 3 times, and the noise is so horrible. I'd rather just sit it on the counter for an hour. And yeah, it takes a whole hour, so I only have to do it once. So I will be eating that. I will not be having any other collagen coffee. I do have coffee, though. I have a Americano from Starbucks. So our Americano uses the heavy cream from Walmart because it's in their parking lot, which means I don't have to be scared of their heavy cream. The one in Hawaii used a sweet heavy cream, so I was always scared of it because I had some sugar. But hold on, I'm doing these videos still. Okay, so I do their heavy cream. I put it on the side, and then I pour about 2 tablespoons or so in there so I can judge myself. I use my La Conte vanilla drops, and I put a few sweet and lows in there. So The only thing that is what I consider from Starbucks is the coffee that's in here. So I control the cream, I control the sweetener. So will I be doing the BBBE or BBBE plus? Let's go find out, because I really thought about it really in detail. And here we go. Alright, it is Friday the 30th. It is 5:30. I'm having my first collagen coffee of the day. Let me tell you about what's been going on with me. So I just made this. I just woke up too. Because the last 24 hours has been insane. One, we let the cats out of the room with their little cones on. They were having fun all night long. But they were getting a little wild in little fights, so I kind of twisted my knee. I have an issue that my right side of the body from an incident when I was younger likes to pop out of sockets. My knees, my elbow, my shoulders, all that. And when I got up, somehow I twisted it, went down and popped it. Oh, so far out, I can't even tell you. It was, but it's been most 90% of my life. I know how to pop them back in. But after that happens, if you've ever had, like, even just twisted a bone, like rolled your ankle, popped something out and put it back, it's excruciating bone pain for days. I mean, sometimes it's weeks for me because it also rips my tendons and everything when it happens. So, I was dealing with that. Then, dealing with everything in Fort Myers, right? That's where I'm lived years of my life. That's where I was supposed to go back home to instead of staying here. I have friends there. Everything's devastating. I mean, condos I lived in is completely underwater. I'm watching it on the news, and just like, that will always be my hometown. In my heart will be Naples and Fort Myers. More Naples than Fort Myers, but I lived in Fort Myers for years too. They're right there beside each other. So that was like, and I have family and friends there. So I'm just like, okay. That was stressful yesterday. Then we went to bed very late. 7:45, Dina wakes me up, says, why did I take the collar off Bear and put 2 on Willow? Well, that didn't happen when I left the room. They all had their collars tightly on them, and no one had their collar come off yesterday other than Piper, because she threw up in it and she was choking and all that. I guess during the night while he was sleeping, and it only been like an hour or so, she managed to get it off her. Willow shoved her head into it the opposite way, and it was choking her, wrapped around her mouth, and Bear was missing. So Bear got underneath the bed. And when we found her and pulled her out, of course, you know, day 8, it itches like hell, so she ripped all the glue off. It was bloody, split apart, and no vets were open. There's not even emergency vets open here today. It is horrible weather. The trees are falling over. A lot of people's lost electricity already. So I'm up for hours on my phone, Googling, trying to find pictures that match what hers looks like, right? Because it was freaking me out. This morning, it is not bleeding anymore, and this scab is coming back, but I have to watch for infection. That is the big issue now, because she, you know, cats can get themselves infections from licking. Which means, I was like, okay, it's 5. Dino just woke up too. We'll switch places. He's like, no, I'm watching them from now on. Of course, for a moment there, I got really pissed off, and I said, you're blaming me again when I didn't do it. And he's like, I'm not saying that. I'm just watching them from now on. Okay, fine. You want to be stuck in there for the 16 hours every single day with them? That's fine. But don't make it seem like it's my fault because it happened on your watch, not mine. So he is in there with them. And I am out here with the other monsters. And I have a lot to do today with a hurt knee and hoping the electricity doesn't go out. Because I have a sink of dishes. I kind of put off the dishes for like a day. And I was going to do them last night. And I just had them all piled up from the night before. And one reason is the dishes in the dishwasher just was not drying, and they need to be dry before I put them away. And no, I'm not going to take a dishcloth and dry them, because it doesn't matter that I keep it separate. It doesn't matter if I bleach them, which I don't use bleach, but I use vinegar on my dish towels and you know, all the laundry detergents and stuff. It doesn't matter how clean I get them. Cat hair seems to stick to everything. But my dishes come out, they go in, they have no cat hair on them, so I'm not taking a dry dish towel and possibly putting cat hair on them. So I let them dry naturally. So that's one reason the dishes were behind. And now they have today's dishes in there, which I haven't eaten anything yet today. So in my sink, like, it's not even a full load of dishes for the dishwasher, but still. But my knee's hurting right now, so I'm hoping the electricity doesn't go out, because I need to wash them today. I need to stick them in there and wash them. But yeah, so it's been a little crazy. I haven't had much to talk about, or the film. I'm not really eating much. Yes, I still have some of those toffee chocolate candy bar fat bomb things left, because so I did the calculations on them. If I was to eat the whole thing I made, y'all, the whole container in one day, which would be virtually impossible for me, like I would be throwing up everywhere. My stomach would never allow me to even eat a quarter of it in a day. I thought I was eating more than I was. So it is, I gotta do it in my head, it is about 3,600 and something calories for the whole entire thing. And it is 26 total carbs for the whole thing. That's counting the, all of it. Keto chow, perfect keto, all of it. I don't remember how many fat grams. Hold on, let me look. 363 fat grams. So, the next time I cut it up, I think I'm going to cut it up into 6 pieces or something like that. I'm trying to figure out how many calories I want each piece to equal, fat grams, stuff like that. So let's see, if I did 8 pieces, that would put it a little less than 50 total fat grams a piece. I'm trying to decide if I think I want to go by fat instead of by calories and stuff, because I don't really count calories. And the total carbs, like I said, I could eat the whole brick for the total carbs with no problem. So yeah, my brain's a little fried, y'all. Like, the storms give me these horrible migraines, and makes my allergies go crazy. The stress, I wasn't getting on a scale, I wasn't taking glucose this morning. I was just like, no, I am under so much stress. And just think, on the 13th of October, I gotta do it again. 2 more cats. So everyone start praying. I didn't hear any heart murmurs, and I don't see anything wrong with them. I've had them use pretty litter and all that, because they need to get fixed. Once they're fixed, we won't have to worry about pregnancy ever again, because every female cat in this house will be fixed. Every boy will be fixed but one, because he has a heart murmur. So that's why I am praying that these 2 can get fixed with no problem. And it is my wildest cat, Freya, which that's why I waited to do her with only the most calmest cat we have, who is very, very calm, because Freya's gonna be a little bit of a nightmare. Just keep still. She is crazy. And then that stress will be gone. And then, trying to remember, there's so much. At the end of the month, we're going to a witch's walk and a zombie walk. It's basically you dress up like witches and you go walk and you do Halloween fun, right? It's just Halloween stuff, not real witch thing. It's, you know, Halloween fun. And the same with the zombies. And they're back to back. That's the crazy part. They always was a week apart. This year, they're back to back. And we're gonna go to a jack-o'-lantern walk. I gotta look all these dates up. Because Freya We're going to have to go to one of them. Oh, it might be 3 nights of events back to back, because the one Jack-o'-lantern walk, I think is only the 27th, 28th, and 29th. Oh, so yeah, I gotta go figure all of this out. And guess what? Hocus Pocus came out. I was gonna have my daughter come over here because she won't let me watch it without her, even though I'm the Hocus Pocus freak. And she can't get across the yard. Later, if I can get up with my knee, because it is bad, y'all. It's hard to even go to the bathroom. I will totally show you the weather. It's pretty nasty. Like, the trees are bending over like this. Tons of people's already lost electricity. Which I'm praying that no one else does, and I don't. Yeah, this is a terrible time for my knee to be messed up. Like, I need to go do the cat litter, and I can't walk in there to do it. Ain't happening. But I am going to shut up for now because I'm just rattling, trying to think what to talk about, because this has been my life since they got fixed on the 21st. And I totally need to get to Costco because, like Wendy, I need some unsalted Kerrygold butter, because that's what I do my fat bombs with 90% of the time. There's only a few of them that I use salt butter for. So, anyways, I use it for my coffee. My eggs, I use the salt one for coffee, eggs, things like that. Something else in my brain just went right out of my brain. But anyways, I will talk to y'all in a little bit and show you what I eat today. Alright, it's 8 o'clock. I took a shower after I finished filming. Still haven't finished Wendy's video, just the part where she announced what she's doing, the BBBE. I'm about to finish watching it. But what have I been doing? Pretty simple. I got all the dishes out of the dishwasher and put away. I reorganized my cabinet with my metal pans and all that in it. Did a whole load in the dishwasher, did a whole load by hand because some of them you can't put in the dishwasher. Didn't realize I actually had a whole load to go in the dishwasher. It filled it up. So some did have to do by hand that could have went in there, but it couldn't fit. Also got towels washing. I'm having to do a whole soap thing. It's because Piper had gotten sick on some of them and I did rinse them off, but you know, still want to wash them extra good. Dina made him some food. I scrubbed my kitchen, my stove like a billion times. I'm in the middle of scrubbing and drying off the vent covers for the air vents for the stove. Oh, I made 7 or 8 of my pumpkin keto ice cream that I use Premier Pumpkin Spice, which I got 3 more cases in today. They're down at my mom's. I have to bring them after the storm. It's horrible out there. I can't walk out there. And now it's dark. So I went ahead and made 8, so that's 8 days worth. Or 7, something like that, because some of the containers are washing, so they weren't all washed. The other 4, when they do get washed, I will probably make a birthday cake one. Because I did go to Walmart yesterday and buy a pack of 4 of the birthday cake flavor one, because I want to try to see if there's other flavors of the Premier Protein that I like as ice cream. What else? Oh, I cleaned out the refrigerator. Dino vacuum scrubbed the whole bathroom and bedroom because we had multiple cat litter boxes in there. One with pretty litter, one with normal litter. The pretty litter was in the bedroom and they kind of spilled it everywhere, so it was kind of messy in there. Not like dirty, there was no poop or anything, but it was just, you know, pretty litter because they thought it was a toy and they just made a mess with it. Kind of like sparkle stuff, literally. Pretty little sparkles. It's like a gel sparkle stuff. So he vacuumed the whole entire room, picked everything up, made the bed, like I said, scrubbed the whole bathroom, rearranged everything because it was a mess. When you have 3 cats in there eating, sleeping, having to go to the bathroom, it gets overwhelmed. And it's been 7 days. They've been in there 9 days. So Barry's doing better. No blood still, but they're not allowed out here anymore until she heals all the way again. She burned it for everyone. So I don't know what I'm going to make tonight. I did have a smaller than my thumb slice of the chocolate toffee one. I am really in love with that, and I'm trying to figure out what kind of size molds. And then again, I don't know, because the whole reason I put the candy bars with the double layers in a big loaf is because when you pour it in there, it is very hard to keep stirring the whole time, especially when you do it all by yourself. So it's easier if you're going to do multiple layers to put it in a loaf, and then you stir it once it's in the loaf pan, right? You just stir it and it mixes perfectly. I've discovered this over and over again. And then the next layer, you just lightly stir it back and forth with a fork or something so you don't blend the two layers too much. So that's why I don't do it in the individual molds when I do 2 layers. Also, everyone's going to say, well, you burn your butter on those 2. Yes, I do burn my butter for that one. And I just don't put the burned ghee at the bottom, or whatever it's called, all those little crumbles. I'm strain it out almost 100%. I don't put that part. And the whole reason I have been burning it when I make like the cinnamon one I made or the chocolate toffee, because I knew what I was doing. I did it on purpose. It literally makes a caramel texture. 100% caramel. So I bring it to brown for all my other ones, and you can see the color of butter. You can see the texture of butter. I mean, it's yummier than butter, of course. It has a caramelized flavor to it, but the actual texture isn't the same as when you burn the butter. I've tried this experiment over and over and over again, and the texture is a billion% different. I mean, it is chewy like caramel. Like you've gotten one of those chewy caramel. I'm not talking about the nasty, generic, soft bite into and it crunches down caramel that just happens to be sticky. No, I'm talking about the real yummy, more like a caramel taffy type, not a taffy, a caramel toffee type, right? It doesn't really have a crunch, but it has it kind of has a crunch, but not a hard one. I really don't know how to explain it. I'm trying to think of the kind of candies it would be, but I just know it from homemade caramels. So when I made my homemade caramels, I always burnt it a tiny bit, just enough to give it a special texture without changing the taste. And I love that so much that I am only going to make them for holidays. Yes, it is a keto item. If you eat it, it just has so much fat in it. And I don't like to consume that much fat in a day. And it is so good for me, like tastes so good to me, that it's a little hard for me to control myself with the chocolate toffee one. And yes, it's got a lot of fat in it, but then I give myself heartburn. So it's not like I'm overeating, but you can eat like really quickly 50-60 grams of fat just in a few bites, like really quickly. So it's only a holiday one, I've decided. I can't wait to try a peppermint. We're going to make some kind of peppermint one, which I won't really be able to eat, but my daughter will be able. So basically, I'm going to do, of course, it won't be keto chow or anything like that, but I have peppermint flavoring that I could do on the bottom layer. The top layer would be the chocolate, made the same way I've been doing it, and then the bottom layer would be like probably just bold like this. And then if I can find some kind of peppermint protein, I would use it. I really wish Keto Chow would come out with a peppermint one. If not, add peppermint flavoring extract, like real peppermint. That and also Sweet Drops have a peppermint one that I could use in there just to flavor it for the holidays. But yeah, so I have no clue what I'm eating tonight. I needed to cook my wings. Every time I've eaten them lately, they make me very sick every single night. There's not been a night I've eaten them that I didn't get desperately ill, so I froze them. One major reason I'm not doing BBBE, other than I'm mentally just too fried to, especially getting to more cats fits. Like I said, I only like the beef from the meat market. And it is anywhere from $7 to $14 a pound over there right now, and I can't afford that. Only have a few pounds left. I might actually eat some of it tonight. And so, and I don't have the energy right now to make a brisket or to use the grill to make me like the beef. Hold on. Okay, the basket fell, and then I had to change the laundry over. I don't even know what I was saying. Don't even know. But because of prices and stress, I'm not putting myself under more stress doing the BBBE challenge because I can't stand the taste of beef. I can't eat a whole lot of bacon without getting sick. I can only have 4 eggs a day, so I couldn't just do beef and eggs. I mean, eggs and bacon only. Like, this is just not a possibility right now. I am not in a stomach position, financial position, because my steak would cost a lot, or a mental position at all. Not even a tiny bit, y'all. Not even a tiny bit. Plus, I promised my daughter we'd go out to eat this month in October. But we're gonna have fun watching Wendy and Harry and seeing how well it works for them. But I'm not giving up collagen. I'm not giving up sweet and low. I mean, I've done these challenges before. I've done the BBBE challenge when it first came out. And I didn't lose anything. And the the one we were doing with Wendy and them in April that we could have Keto Child 2, I lost a lot of weight. A lot of weight. But guess what? It all came back on the next month when I added salads back in and was still doing 20 total carbs or less. It all came right back on. All but almost all of it. And every time I do any of these challenges, every time I do like the egg challenges or anything, I lose tons of weight, but it comes back on. If I were to go eat normal keto again afterwards, I always gain it back. I know everyone's like, well, it's just water weight, blah, blah, blah. Doesn't matter, it comes back. It means I probably lost the water weight and the water weight just come back. So, and that's just been going on since getting the C word, like since last September, a year, the first time around. So, we're sticking to normal keto, probably for the rest of this year. And maybe in January, we'll try something drastic. But I am having a lot of, I don't want to say mental issues, but I'm having a lot of issues with my ADHD, my anxiety, some things that happened at the beginning of September. I am emotionally not over at all. So my stress and emotions are all over the place. So right now, all we're doing is working on lowering my blood pressure, getting my blood sugars in check, which they seem to be, other than I cannot get ketones. Healing my gut the best we can, because I have issues that I've had since I was a little girl and it's just never going away. And we are going to enjoy life and just be calm. That is what my channel is about this year, the rest of the year, okay? We're going to make keto recipes, keto desserts, things like that, fun things. And if I don't lose any weight this year, that's okay. I think I'm less than I was the 1st of January though. So, you know, I gotten up to 213 this year, or maybe 220. I don't remember the actual highest I was at the beginning of the year. And I'm in the 180s. So we're just, you know, rolling with the punches, and not going to stress. There's not that many months left to this year for me to fry my brain. And the easiest way for me to stay keto during the holidays is to allow myself keto desserts, like these fat bombs, which is so keto it's crazy, but it tastes like sugar to me. And my ice creams, okay, my Premier protein drinks, I'm having one a day. It has an egg in it. It has 2 tablespoons of the heavy cream. I freeze it. Sometimes it has a tablespoon of Skinny Girl syrup. Freeze it, make it in the ice cream, and that is my dinner every single night. I am enjoying it. It doesn't put too much food on my stomach. It is a easy, no thinking, healthy treat meal for me, and I couldn't have that if I did the BBBE challenge. And right now we're working on my mental state. My mental state is all I'm concerned about right now. So, and we're about to start hitting the gym as soon as the cats are, every time we start to hit the gym, we get 2 weeks off with the cats, and I'm paying for a gym that I can't even go to. Like, I wasted $75 last month because of it. We never got to go to it, not one single day. And you can't just keep canceling. So that is going to be a major focus as soon as the cats are all done, taken care of. A big focus is going to be on the gym, which means I'm going to want to be able to eat a salad if I want to with my family when we go out and stuff like that. Like, I don't really eat too much hamburger meats or anything like that when I go out because it's bad quality and it makes me really sick, and I don't like the taste of it. So it's always salads usually. Sorry, the cat's going crazy. So that being said, I've rattled a long time in this video. I'm going to go back to watching Wendy and Harry. If you're doing the BBBE challenge with them, I'm wishing everyone good luck. And like I said, I will watch them every single day and see how it works. It's just not something that I have no desire to do right now. I thought I would desire it, and then I was just like, you know, this last month I knew I didn't desire it, and then after the stress with the cats and this morning, I'm like, no, because guess what I'm eating tonight? Probably the only thing is one of those Premier protein ice cream, one of the ones I made that isn't going to taste as good because it doesn't have any Skinny Girl syrup, and it actually has coffee added to it. I think it's the pumpkin coffee. If not, it's just the coffee one that turned out really nasty that day. So either way, that's all I have right now because I don't feel like cooking. I want to be able to be like, I don't feel like cooking today. I'm just going to eat some fat bombs and eat my Premier protein or a keto chow, and that's it. Especially with my knee. I stood up long enough cleaning. Okay, I'm going to shut up. Alright, so you see, I'm not doing it. And I told you all my reasons. I have a million reasons why not to do it for me. So that means we are going to be making more fun stuff this month, right? We're going to be making some more butter treats. We're going to be doing some other ones. I'm going to use some coconut oils. We're going to continue down the road of making fun holiday things, like experimenting so it's ready for the holidays. That's what I decided. Because for the first time in the whole year, I feel good. Other than having some stomach issues and pains here or there, headaches, but I have my energy back. I feel great. I don't want to go mess that up by changing my diet again. And like I said, every time I've ever tried BBBE or even the BBE one, I have never been able to lose weight, and if I happen to, it comes back very fast, because normally, because I go a whole entire month of not eating any kind of vegetable, I want salads, and then I start eating salads and all the weight comes right back. Not from calories, it's just water weight. So it's like I suck all the water weight off, don't really lose actual pounds, just water weight, and then since I eat more, you know, more up to 20 total carbs again, it all comes right back. Also, I've been doing a lot of research, because if you read about Zyrtec, it tells you can't lose weight, it makes you gain weight, blah, blah, blah. So I've done some research and come to find out, Culinary, that I take every single day. And I had stopped taking it a year ago, but I am back for the last 8 months, ever since January, having to take it every day again. And my weight's up over 20 pounds. So they have hard evidence. Any people who take stuff like Zyrtec, Claritin is #1 on this list, and it had a bunch of other antihistamine, anything antihistamine, you will weigh 20 pounds more than the other person next to you without You know, it doesn't matter if you have a great metabolism or not. You will be weighing 20 pounds, well, 10% more. Let me rephrase this. I said it wrong. 10% more than you actually should. Their theory is if you don't have the Claritin in your body or the other antihistamines, you are 10% lighter. For me, that would be about 18, 19 pounds difference. And that makes a lot of sense because when I started taking Claritin again, daily, my weight shot up over almost 30 pounds. And I can't seem to get it off. And I have been trying this week, the last 3 weeks, to try to come off Claritin, and I can't do it. My nose is back to being stopped up. I went 4 days without it, and you can see how rough I looked in that video and a few other videos because I'm so sick with allergies. But when I was off of it, my weight started to drop very fast. So, I don't know. But I've watched a lot of research on it and a lot of doctors, and I already knew about Zyrtec. That's a big thing. But now, and people were saying that they believe Claritin and all, but come to find out it's any antihistamine. And my butt can't seem to get off of it, so, yeah. But that would be amazing if I could get off of it and then my weight started falling again. What if it really is what's stalling me? I don't know, to be truthful. But I was taking 2 a day, and I dropped it down to 1 a day, and then managed to get from 213 to the 180s, because there is no reason my weight should not be dropping other than the medications I take, like the ibuprofen and the Claritin. And of course, sleep and stress. Sleep and stress is a horrible part of my life. But I'm going to go see if I can find something I want to eat. That's the problem. I don't want to eat anything. Nothing sounds good to me at all. I have no desire for anything other than that ice cream once it's done.